coach Vernon Bland. Coach Bland, how are you today?
I'm great in yourself.
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Since we last talked, you have hired a new grad assistant. How do you expect this new addition to the coaching staff to benefit the softball program?
Well, we hired Janae Jefferson, who is a big name in the softball community. You'll never hear it from her, but she has so many accolades in this game, and so I actually coached her this summer with the pro team, with the smoke team, and I
Mm.
just kind of threw it out there, asked her about coaching, and she said her dream was to take a HBCU to the World Series. I was like, well, I have one of them down the street, so we put things together, and now she's a graduate assistant. So I expect her to bring a lot of her knowledge to these young ladies and the love of the game because she's still playing at after college and pro.
Right. Yes. And we had a chance to speak to her earlier. And like, as you mentioned, she is very humble. She didn't mention some of her accolades. So I would like to take a second to mention a few of them. As you mentioned, she does play professional for the Texas Smoke. Was the most valuable player, the MVP in her professional debut, as well as a 2022 gold medalist at the World Games. So she is a great addition to your team. And we really
Great.
do look forward to her here on the Hill to see what she can do for the softball program. Taking a look back at last year's HBCU tournament, you had an impressive run, ending the tournament with a 3-2 record, with those losses being to Howard and North Carolina Central. Looking ahead at this year's tournament, what can we expect?
I think we're gonna go in there with the same intent. Our goal is always to go, win the tournament 5-0. And so last year, North Carolina Central and Howard got in our way. They actually beat us pretty good. So we're looking forward to this rematch that we have. So
Yes.
the girls are looking forward to it. They mentioned it. We
Mhm.
want to make sure we see when we play them on the schedule. So I think it's gonna be a good tournament.
Perfect. And then you finished last season first in the west side of the SWAC conference. Looking ahead to this season, are there any new rivals or games that you're looking forward to specifically?
It's always, a tough year in the West. All teams are getting better, and so, of course, Texas Southern is on our side, so they're always going to be our biggest rivals. Just looking forward to, going through the West and getting to the tournament where on the Eastern side they have 5 new coaches, so it's going to be interesting to see how those teams uh, shape up with these new coaching staffs.
Right. And then how can Panther fans support the softball program this season?
We just need them to come out to our games. We're actually playing in a tournament in Arlington, so we've reached out to the Arlington alumni chapter and Dallas alumni chapter. We're playing in Commerce, so they can actually come there. The Georgia Atlanta chapter has reached out to us, so just come out and support. Show the young ladies some purple and gold in the stands, and come out and meet and greet with us after the games. Let them know what you expected them as alums because once they graduate, we expect them to give back to the university as well.
Right. And then my last question for you today would be, um, since we last spoke, you have brought on somebody from the transfer portal as well as a new grad assistant. With these major changes happening, where do you think that you can take this team this season?
This team on paper is kind of scary. It's better than the 23-1 team last year in conference. So we just have to put it together, and we have new players, so it might take us a while to gel. But I think by the time the SWAC tournament, we're gonna be doing pretty well.
Perfect. And then looking ahead, what can you expect from such an amazing team off the what do you call that? Oh,
The diamond.
yeah, sorry. Literally had to yeah, off the diamond, what do you expect from your team in terms of like culture and just coming together?
Uh, the goal for this semester is to really do a lot more team bonding. We want to get together off the field, like say to kind of get them away from the softball field so they can, we have a mental break from softball, but still be around each other because in order to compete and win, you have to have some togetherness.
Right.
And we want to keep them together on and off the field. So we're looking at doing more things, some more community service and different things like that.
Perfect. And us Panther fans, we can't wait to support you guys at your games and in any initiatives that you have. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit
Thank
us
you.
here on the set with Panther Vision.
Thank you.
Thank you.